Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another Hearthstone video. So a few days ago I already showed you a control warrior with some dragons in it, and today we're playing another different control warrior approach made by Titan, and he was going into the top 100 on the legend ladder with the deck. So kind of viable, but still keep in mind that the deck is even more polarized than the quest warrior, which is in my experience a bit stronger than this control warrior deck, but it's just giving you an alternative version if you are a control fan but don't like to play quest warrior. So this one is more like an old school control warrior style where you just get a lot of armor, where you just clear the board all the time and then try to outvalue your opponent in the end with stuff like Ysera, Elise the Trailblazer. And we will just play against the Hunter, starting with Sleep with the Fish and Ravaging Ghoul. Here we go. And the deck is even more polarized because against specific matchups you will have a very hard time to win, but against other matchups you are just a clear advantage, in a clear advantage position. Keep that in mind. So it's always against specific decks like a Quest Rogue, for example, you are pretty far behind. It will be super tough for you to come back and to win the game. It's possible from time to time, but it will be tough. So opponent starting with a Firefly, which is interesting. You're not seeing that many Fireflies in a Hunter deck. So what is he up to? There's also the Yellow Cat, which these are just going down in general if we play the Ravaging Ghoul. So for now let's just get the armor up on the board. And then most likely just playing Ravaging Ghoul on the next turn. Yeah, especially if he's just giving us another one live unit. And the Flame Elemental. So what's happening here is that he's losing every beast and he's just keeping a Firefly and the Flame Elemental. So if he's trying to buff some beasts in the future, that will be tough. I'm really not sure why you would play the Firefly. Maybe there is some surprise in the Hunter deck here. So gonna drop the Ravaging Ghoul. Let's do that. Killing all the beasts. The other two units are going down to 1 life, so if we need, we can just play Sleep with the Fishes on the next turn. So for example, if he's dropping a strong creature now, we could just play Attack with the Ravaging Ghoul, then play Sleep with the Fishes. But there is only a Kindly Grandmother. So I would say, because these units are all at 1 life, I would say we're dropping the Acolyte. We will then take down the Firefly here. And we will see what he's doing. He could use those 2 units to take down the Ravaging Ghoul. Although the Infested Wolf is well coming. Yeah, he's taking those down. Which is okay. We have the Brawl here. We have the War Axe now, which is even better. Otherwise I would probably Brawl here or Sleep with the Fish, stuff like that. But Fiery War Axe is definitely better. So let's just hit the Infested Wolf. He's spawning some units. We are hitting those. So drawing an extra card here. Get another shield block. So he's probably using the Big Bad Wolf to hit the Acolytes. We're drawing 1 more card. Yeah, how about another Acolyte as well on the board? 2 even more cards to draw. Because the Big Bad Wolf here is normally just dying to our weapon. The only chance for him would be a little buff here, so a Houndmaster on the Spider, for example. Then he could kill both Acolytes. We're still drawing 2 cards, of course, but that's helping him. At least for now. We will then just go for Sleep with the Fishes, clearing those 2 units and clearing the Houndmaster then with a weapon. But apparently, he's getting the Thunder Rhino. So he can kill all the units here, but we are also taking care of some of his stuff. Just need to see what we are doing. Definitely interested in taking care of the Rhino. So I guess we're still going for Sleep with the Fishes here. And then kill the Rhino. Yeah, that should be the best. Otherwise we could play Shield Block first and see what we are getting. But I would say it's better to just go Sleep with the Fishes first and then we're hitting the Rhino. Still keeping the Spider, of course. Shield Block, getting 5 armor. There's a Whirlwind. Yeah, not playing that on the single unit. Can now play the high main. If he's going for the high main, there you go. We are dropping the Spellbreaker. So he's not getting there and not getting the hyenas on the board. So we also have War Axe here. Whirlwind is interesting. Yeah, we're going for the Whirlwind. And then the Spellbreaker. So that we can better trade here. And just some more armor. So back to 6 armor. We are looking forward to kill the high main next turn with the Spellbreaker. If he's buffing with the Houndmaster, we are just dropping... Oh, look at that, Die with Alpha. We're just dropping the Drake anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, he's pushing more damage here, but nonetheless, the Highman is going down, and because he's also dropping more stuff on the board, also have an Execute now, but still dropping the Drake. He's just losing more value here. The Drake is just killing so much stuff. He's just keeping the Houndmaster. He has a Flame Elemental in his hand, so that's not really helping him. We are still at 18 life. We have stuff like a shield block in hand. That's just providing us with more and more armor. In general, the Hunter is not a tough matchup for you. Oasis Snapjaw, not a really good card from the Jeweled Makala. It's not doing anything right now. And even the board is not strong enough to compete with the Primordial Drake. Sleep with the Fishes. So what we're doing is kill this guy, the bigger one. That's also a beast. So I like to get rid of any beast here. The Flame Elemental is really not dangerous. We're just dropping Elise the Trailblazer on the board and get some armor. So we're back to 16. And we are in no position of dying anytime soon. The steady shot that he's now using every turn, we're just denying that with our hero power. Plus we can create more armor with the shield block. We still have Armorsmith in the deck. There's Unleash the Hound, so that might help him. And Crackling Razor Maw, there you go. +1/+1, not too great. He was definitely looking for some poison. There's another Crackling Razor Maw, because he's interested in killing the Elise. There's a poison. Which means if we are now just dropping a Brawl, we would kill everything because we still have a weapon. The Ooze, no need to do that. But I guess we are... The Drake is even better than the Brawl, this situation. We're also just killing everything, yeah. Let's go for that. And get some armor. And then we're just chilling, our opponent's out of cards. So there's really not much he can do now. It's not like he can magically deal 15 damage into the face. So probably what he should do is use the concede button right now, save your time, and concede. But apparently he's not seeing that. Oh, there he is. There's a concede. That is the right way to do in this situation. Alright, so next matchup is Warrior versus Warrior. And that is interesting because if he's playing Pirates, we are normally favored against that. And if he's playing Quest Warrior, that is tough because in the end, if he's getting his quest finished, then he's getting the new hero power and can just deal 8 damage every turn. That is tough to deal with. We cannot just create that much armor to survive long enough. So then you need to be more aggressive in this matchup and go more for the face. The start here, Shield Slam and Shield Block is interesting regardless of what he's playing. So we might just keep those two cards. We're going second, which means we can play these two cards on turn 3 with a coin. But double Sleep with the Fish is really not helping us. And just another, wow. So we got double Shield Block, we got double Shield Slam. Well, alright, so it depends on what our opponent is playing here. But that might not be the greatest start of all time. Especially if he's playing Pirates and he has a lot of small creatures. I don't want to just play Shield Block and use a Shield Slam here on Patches, for example. That's not really working out. Our opponent is not doing anything at the moment. So he's playing with the quest, you can just drop that here, there's no need to wait for that. And there is the quest, he finally found the quest to play. That's nice for you. So then Shield Slam, Shield Block is definitely more useful. Ending the turn, of course, here there's no need to use a coin right now. You're probably just creating armor early on. Problem is our opponent is also creating armor, so normally you want to be pushing damage here early on, because otherwise he's having so much armor and then we cannot kill him later because he's still in a good position, so it's not like that he needs to wait with the quest. If you're going very aggressive, then your opponent is forced to wait with the quest and need to armor up. Spellbreaker. So yeah, we can just play a shield block here ourselves. Doing the same as he is. So he's also playing with the shield slams then, if he's playing shield block. And of course, lots of taunts. Acolyte. Ah, well. Currently have 9 cards in the hand. Yes, we're just dropping another shield block. And there's a Brawl. So we're now at 12. Just end the turn. That's way too slow. Armorsmith. That's a unit I like to kill with the shield slam. Yeah, well played indeed. We could also, of course, just play the Spellbreaker here. But there might be something else. Maybe a Direhorn that we want to clear later. Let's just get more armor here. Let's play the Shield Slam, kill the early Armorsmith. Our opponent definitely knows that if he has a quest here, he is in such a favorable spot. We have right now nothing really to play. There's another early Armorsmith. Ah, yeah. And we also have one. Okay, good. So let's just drop this one. We are dropping another Shield Slam, killing his early Armorsmith again. 14 damage on that. Very nice. Quest is now at 2. So still 5 to go, but these are coming. Acolyte of Pain. That might also... wow, Whirlwind. That might also be an option to silence, but he's using the Whirlwind first, so... might not use that. So he's still getting 2 cards here out of that. Yeah, let's silence. Silence, we're getting more armor here, or are we... oh, we're also dropping the Acolyte then. Let's do that. 18 to 17, now it's 17 to 17, so we are kinda even. And next turn we could already go into Ysera. Stone Defender. So he's getting another taunt here. Looking for a good one. And what we might do is just clear the Stonehill, then we are hitting the Acolyte, drawing an extra card, and looking for some other options. Just stopping Ysera right now might be not too great, we will have to wait. If he's stopping something else here, then maybe. Okay, it's the Armorsmith. Creating more armor. And we get another execute, so we are... let's just get card here. We could use the execute on the Armorsmith to deny more armor for him, but I'm not sure. Let's just check it out. Getting extra card, which is the early Armorsmith. Okay, let's drop it. Getting more armor and ending the turn. So you can get a clear picture here from how the game is developing. We are just creating armor every turn. Opponent is trying to get his quest done. And when the quest is finished, we are more or less fucked because he will still be at probably 40 or 50 life. Which means that he just has so much life, we cannot kill that. As you can see in the decklist, we are not running Alex Strada. We personally can only deal 15 damage next turn. Plus another 2 from the Holy Nova, so it's not like we can kill him here. Acolyte. Oh, he's still at the Brawl. Wow. 2 cards to go. Unfortunately, Ravaging Ghoul is only surviving. So chance to win now is super slow. Like 0%. Because we have a Shadow Visions here. With that we cannot find anything. We have Holy Nova, which is healing us for 2 though. That means we have 1 more turn time. Explore Ungoro is also not giving us anything. There's nothing left in the deck. So the last Brawl was very crucial. So even with the Ungoro pack, which was really fine, could not take down a victory here. Because he was so far ahead still in armor. You need a faster start here in this matchup. So talking about bad matchups, we are getting faced against a Rogue. So if he's playing Quest Rogue, and most of the Rogues are playing Quest Rogue, then you will have a super tough time. If he's playing Miracle Rogue, you are normally fine, you are favored against that, but the Quest Rogue is just way more popular on the ladder. I guess the last 10 games I haven't seen a single Miracle Rogue deck, so it's probably Quest, and against Quest, that's just another very bad matchup for you, very polarized. So the chance for you to win that is really slim. What you need to do would be to wait until his quest is done, then have a Brawl ready. If he's spawning a lot of units on the board, play the Brawl, then he's most cases only getting 1 unit back, maybe you are getting a unit, and then he's swarming the board again, and then you need another Brawl, and after that you might be finally good. So that is a very tough task here. Opponent is still choosing. So finally we can start. Let's see if he's playing the quest. If he's playing the quest, that's probably another defeat. If he's playing Miracle, that's way more interesting. It is of course a quest. So boring as hell. That's what's happening here. Ravaging Ghoul, yeah, no, nothing. We have double Shield Slam for the start, which is not very good to be honest. If we're not able to create some armor here. We have no shield blocks, so we'll see. Just going for the dagger, which is fine. Elise the Trailblazer, so we are going for the War Axe then. And looking to trade a bit on the next turn. Because he's now starting to get his quest done. There are different builds out there for the quest log, so he might play with the Firefly, that's possible. He can play Swashbuckler, play that. He can play with the Novice Engineer. There are different builds out there that are trying to fulfill the quest. Our opponent is starting with a Southsea Deckhand, so Patches is spawning. Are you getting the Southsea back? He's getting the Southsea back, so it looks like he is trying to fulfill the quest with the Southsea Deckhand. Which makes sense if he has more Brewmasters in his hand. So we can then always attack and get it back in the hand. Definitely fine for him. So what we can do here is just drop a Ravaging Ghoul. We can just get some armor and play the Shield Slam. But for now I would say we're just killing the Brewmaster here. And let's drop the Ravaging Ghoul, throwing the Patches. I like to keep the Shield Slam for later. And then hopefully have 5 armor to kill the units from the quest. So Southsea Deckhand again. See, yeah, just the face. Let's definitely going for the Southsea on the quest. Oh, preparation that early. Interesting, so Vanish. I would have saved the preparation for the quest, to be honest. But okay. Just another execute, wow. So we're getting armor. Problem is that he's using the Southsea to hit the face and the armor is getting reduced to 0, so that's not really helping us. If we play Elise here with the coin, the Elise is seriously not giving us any value because we are most likely dying before that. With Southsea came from the left side. So he had 2 Southseas in his hand, wasn't that? Yeah, if he's killing that, he has another Southsea in his hand, for sure. Doesn't make sense otherwise. So Armorsmith, we will then play the Ravaging Ghoul and kill the Golaga Crawler here. Getting 1 armor, so at 19 now. He should have another Southsea Deckhand in his hand. And the Southsea Deckhand is then, if he's dropping that and directly playing the quest, that is going up to 5-5 with charge. So we will see what he's doing. The only good thing is that he is kinda low in cards. He only has 2 left on the hand. He's killing the Armorsmith here because that is more dangerous for him. And now we can just play. Whirlwind here. But then the execute is kind of useless. So I would say we're using the execute right now. Killing the Southsea. We're getting some armor. So then we have the chance to use the Shield Slam hopefully. 3 in the face. The Shield Slam is not helping us later because he's just reducing our armor. So yeah, 1 in the face. The chart, which is fine. He said everything. Okay, looks okay. Grimestreet. We're definitely playing the Shield Slam. We're definitely going for the armor up. So gonna drop the Grimestreet. Hope to find something decent. Light Lord is decent. Gladiator's longbow might be even more decent because that's allowing us to clear 2 5/5 units. So I like that even more than the Light Lord. Also the Light Lord would heal us. But the longbow, yeah, that's really good. Let's pick this one up. And we'll then get some armor, use the Shield Slam, clear the Glacial Shard. And next turn, probably just the Gladiator's longbow, plus maybe another Shield Slam. Totally depends on what our opponent is dropping. Grimestreet Informant is going down. Dagger. Oh, that's it. Wow. So how about just some more armor, and we are then dropping Elise, which is also, they have a decent body, so we can use it for trade. Get the Ungoro pack in the deck, so might give us still some value. Normally you're not being able to get there, but there's always a possibility that the Ungoro pack is the next card, right? It's not looking too bad, to be honest. The board is empty. We still have the option to find a Brawl out of the deck, so if he's just dropping everything on the board, we could just play the Brawl. Otherwise, Gladiator's longbow Shield Slam is still good for 2 kills on 2 units. So even if he's dropping 3-4 units now, we should be able to kill everything. It's just another dagger, is that it? Wow. Playing super slow. Let's drop the Ooze. Get more armor, we're also dropping the Acolyte. and just 8 in the face. So he's at 15. We are currently at 27, so it's highly unlikely that he's just killing us. And we are in a good spot to kill him, because we also have the Gladiator's Longbow here, for example, in the hand. And with that we can just hit him in the face as well. That's 5 in the face. Giving us another card. Why would you do that? Elephant Tidehunter. Preparation. Ah, is he playing Vanish? He's playing Vanish. Okay, so we are overdrawing now. Acolyte is going away. Plus he's just dropping another Billifant Tidehunter. And another Ooze. Just a Whirlwind, that's fine. Also... we have also... How about that? Whirlwind into Ravaging Ghoul. Into Sleep with the Fishes. That's also good for a nice little clear here. Plus we could just clear the Wicked Knife again. Yeah, let's do that. So getting another 1 point of armor. We are at 10 now. And it's looking really, really good. Mimic Pot, okay, he's getting 2 cards. Depends a bit on what he's getting there. Novice Engineer, wow, that's a good card. So he's creating more cards in his hand with Novice Engineer. He is currently down to 12 cards. Glacial Shard. Getting the Glacial Shard again, so that is seeing play. What we are doing is clearing the Novice Engineers here, so he's not playing those again. Also Shield Block. No, we are... Let's just clear everything now. The Gladiator's Longbow, we are clearing the Novice Engineer. We are going for the Shield Slam, clearing the second one. And with the Ooze here, we're hitting the Brewmaster and using the Execute, so the board is cleared again. And because we can play the Elise again, we are getting another Ungoro pack. So there is hope. Currently at 14, Glacial Shard is now, of course, freezing our hero. Don't ask Boar. Just going for the face. And a Hungry Crab. Right, plus 1 more. So, because we have the Drake in hand, can definitely clear a unit. Most likely that's a Stone Task 4, so not giving him the option to hit us again. Sounds about right, yeah, do that. So the Drake is coming. And just some armor. You could use the shield block with the coin, but we might need that. Might just go for some extra armor here, that's better. We can still play the next turn. So right now he would lose 2 units, yeah, 2 units on the Drake. There's another Hungry Crab. And just 1 from the weapon, so the Hungry Crab is also going down. Looking good so far, and the Armorsmith should also be good for 2 attacks on the units. And just another one. Alright, so gonna take down the Hungry Crab. We're going for another Elise, another pack here, and the Armorsmith. He's down to 1 card currently in his hand. That is not looking too hot for him. Despite a kinda good start. Oh, Elemental. That's giving him 2 Flame Elementals in his hand. There's Grommash. Wow, so... Grommash, if we go for the face at 7, we cannot kill him right now, most likely, but we can get another card into the hand. Which is a Brawl. Oh, that's also very good. So we are just dropping the Armorsmith. We're going for 7 in his face. We're getting more armor here. He's down to 7. Right now the Elemental is not dying. He cannot even kill an Armorsmith, and we are just winning the game next turn. Even without the Grommash at the moment. But if we drop the Grommash, then we of course only need 3 more damage. And there's a concede. So victory against Crestbrook. That's a rare occasion here. So time to celebrate. And with that we're at the end of today's episode. As we have seen here, there are some matchups who are normally highly favored for us. There are some matchups who are highly unfavored for us. But even against unfavored matchup like the Crestbrook, you can of course win if you get the right cards, if your opponent is not getting the right cards or is playing bad. And that's always a pleasure to win then. Crestbrook is just so painful normally, but we did it, took down 1 in the end. Quest Warrior on the other hand is also kind of tough for you if you're not getting aggressive early on, if you cannot find the more aggressive cards to deny a bit of armor. In our game here, he just got so much armor, there was no chance to win that. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, I'm out now and see you then in the next video hopefully, which is probably coming tomorrow. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Always there for new content, so thank you for that and see you then in the next one. Have a good night, bye bye.